Day 2, Monday, Camp Grit. Jack's day. Jack is set to get on the bus at 8:15 a.m. He sits all the way at the back, as if he wants to blend into the bus. Max and Cliff are the last to get on the bus. Max sits in the front with Cliff. Jack ducks down as much as he can so they will not spot him on the back of the bus. At last, we are out of the inn and on our way to camp. Todd must be at the camp by now, thinks Jack. It is a quick trip from the inn to Camp Grit. When the bus gets there, Todd is by the van with his mom. Jack jumps off the bus and runs to Todd. "Hi, Mrs. Rand," says Jack. "Did you miss me?" asks Todd with a grin. "Not that much," Jack grins back. Jack and Todd pick up their bags. As Todd's mom sets off, a small black cat sprints by Todd. Jack jumps and drops his bag. He cannot stand black cats. When Jack was 6, a black cat split his best jacket in half. From then on, black cats are on Jack's blacklist. "You and black cats," says Todd. "But this is such a small cat, Jack." "Small black cats are still black cats. They are bad luck. Just hang on. It may not be just yet, but they all bring bad luck. This camp will not end well," Jack says to Todd. "Oh, stop it, kids, Todd." Bring. Mr. Gibbs rings the camp bell to bring all the kids next to him. "Oh, that is Mr. Gibbs. Let us run, quick." Jack grabs Todd's hand. They pick a spot next to Mr. Gibbs. "Glad to have you at Camp Grit," says Mr. Gibbs. "Hi, Mr. Gibbs," the kids yell. Fact 1. No tablets or coals for the rest of the camp, says Mr. Gibbs. All tablets must be off until the end of the camp. All the kids are sad, but not Jack. He does not have a tablet or a thing to send text with. He is glad he will not be left out. Fact 2. You will have a job to do at camp. The lists of tasks are in your huts, and I trust you will check out the lists by the end of the day, says Mr. Gibbs. This is not a day camp. You will be in a club for the stay. You will stay in the huts with the kids in your club. We will have 10 clubs in the camp. There are 6 in a club. When I call you, pick up your bags. Go to your huts to drop them off. You can unpack if you want, then grab lunch. Be quick, or not much will be left to snack on," Mr. Gibbs adds. Then he calls the clubs. Club Sun: Scott King, Max Finn, Bob Frink, Ted Hill, Cliff Buck. Not Club Sun. Not for me, thinks Jack. "And Jack Mill," says Mr. Gibbs. "How can this be?" thinks Jack. He is sad to be stuck with Max and Cliff and not be with Todd. Todd ends up in Club Run. Jack asks Mr. Gibbs if he can stay with Todd in the Club Run's hut, but no luck. Mr. Gibbs will not let him. Jack has to stay with Club Sun until the end of camp. "This is no fun," he grunts. Jack looks at Max. Max nags that he had got no help with his bags. We just got to camp," Jack thinks, and Max nags that he is to pick up his bags. No shock there. That's how Max is. Nag. Jack picks up his backpack. He is fast to go to the hut, so he does not have to help Max. Jack likes the hut. It is small and has bunk beds. It is a bit hot, but not that bad. Max will not last a day in this hut, he thinks with a big grin. He casts his bag on the bed on top of Ted's and next to Scott's and Bob's. This way, Max and Cliff will not be in the beds next to Jack's. Max still nags as he gets into the hut. This time, he says he does not like the hut. His mom cannot pay for a big hut. Is that why we stay in such a small shed, he adds. Jack acts as if he does not get what Max says, but he does. He cannot stand Max when he brags how rich he is. Max just does not stop. Then he looks at Jack and adds, "This hut stinks. It smells like the fish. Yuck." Todd is quick to visit Jack's hut. He thinks Jack must be sad to be in Club Sun with Max. Todd gets this. He does not like Max at all. Not like he did in the past. "I'm on eggshells when I'm with Max. He is such a snob. I do not want to be at this camp," Jack tells Todd. "Do not let him get to you. We will have a lot of fun. You will not be in the hut with him that much. We will be out all day," Todd tells Jack. "Let us go to lunch and have fun. We will spend the rest of the day out of Max's grasp. And that is just what they do. At bedtime, Jack checks the job list. Jack Mill, set up cabin 101 and cabin 102 by 10 a.m. for rock band gig prep. Not bad, he thinks. He sets his drumsticks next to his cap. He is set for the big day.